Today on the Thousand Food Family, we are eating lasagna.
Lasagna! Is that what all these ingredients are for, Miles?
No.
Yeah, we're going to make a lasagna.
This is the lasagna. These are the toppings for the lasagna stuff.
Yes, and for those who don't know, we are eating our way through this book, 1,000 Foods to Eat Before You Die. And today, between the edible sheets, the Italian lasagna. All right, the first thing we're going to do is make a sauce. And here we got Nicole getting some onions ready.
I'm getting teary.
Maybe Miles and I can work on browning the sausage. We need 1.5 pounds. We've got 1 pound of this classic Italian sausage. And then we've got these sausage links. We're going to use 2.5 of those to make up the other 1/2 pound. All right, so we got 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, the one we've used in our past videos, that California Olive Ranch extra virgin. And we're gonna break this up and just brown this sausage. Takes about 5 minutes or so. All right, that's all nice and brown. We're gonna try to get rid of some of that extra fat. Not a whole lot extra.
Yeah, it's not rendering a lot, so this is a little trick I thought I'd try. I get some of it off. Look at all that flavor.
All right.
Look at my chopping skills,
Beautiful.
right?
That's gonna go in and get mixed in and cooked for about 5 minutes with the meat.
All right there.
A lot of good color.
This is gonna sweat down quite a bit.
In about 5 minutes. All right, so we went with the more expensive good tomatoes, the San Marzanos. They're about 3 times as expensive.
Well, if you were going for the store brand, then you got something like Hunt's, which is right in the middle. These were top shelf tomatoes.
And those tomatoes need to be crushed. Miles, you gonna crush those
Take one
tomatoes?
like this. Whoa, that's gonna be messy. And you just squeeze them. Can you do it? No, you gotta squeeze it with your fist.
Oops. A little bit messy.
You don't just want to put your hand in there and squeeze it? Oh, I like it. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, we're crushing them. Miles, you're not doing it. You gotta put your hand in and just squeeze them. Put your hand in. Oh my gosh. He bailed.
Okay, now we're gonna add a cup of wine. We just got this Italian Chianti Da Vinci. And we're gonna use a cup of that. I'm gonna have that reduced down. Okay, what's next?
We're adding our squeezed tomatoes. Crushed. Peeled. And we're adding 2 bay leaf.
Nice.
Actually, maybe I'll put these in after I combine it.
We're gonna lower the heat to medium. And we're gonna cook that for about an hour.
Yeah, I have made lasagna before. Not a lot, but I definitely did not make my own sauce from scratch, so we're hoping that this is worth the time and labor. I'm sure it's going to be.
All right, so while that sauce is cooking, what's next?
We're going to start making the mini meatballs. So this is a different recipe than I have seen before, where it has mini meatballs
Why don't you help,
in the
Elliot?
lasagna. But I've had lasagna with sausage pieces in it before, so you need to wash your hands. While you're doing that, I'm gonna combine this, but I'm gonna need your help. So we have ground pork and ground beef. The recipe called for 3 parts equal beef, pork, and veal, but that's a little harder for us to source here in Oregon. So we're just going equal parts ground pork and beef. Okay, half of an onion. I've got some Italian breadcrumbs, some pecorino cheese, garlic, and I'm gonna add a little bit of this fresh parsley. But I need to measure that part out. How much parsley? You moved my paper.
2 tablespoons.
Okay, we got it. Okay. We're gonna salt and pepper as well, but I'm gonna just start. Gotta get in there. Clean hands. I promise. Oh, I don't want to do that. You don't have to do this. Once I'm done doing this, we're gonna make meatballs. Smells good with the parsley and the garlic.
And then what's this?
Well, I forgot about the binders. I know we added the breadcrumbs, but this recipe says 2 pieces of country white bread soaked in water and squeezed, which I have to admit, I don't know that I've seen that before. You're not gonna get it dry. It's soaking up all the water. I mean,
Weird.
throw it in, I guess. I don't know. Soaked in water seemed...
I'm gonna mix all that up. We
Okay.
added 2 lightly beaten eggs.
Couple important pieces I neglected at first.
Elliot's here with a big smile on his face to help make meatballs.
All right, so what we're gonna do, oh, it's very gloppy, gloopy.
These are just gonna be tiny meatballs.
Little itty bitty meatballs, like
1/2 inch.
that's even probably too big. I'm not getting a ruler out, I'll tell you that. That look okay?
60 of them it says it'll make. That's crazy. All right. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's lasagna.
Some of these are a little bit like, oh, this is... We want them to all be the same.
All right, look at all these little meatballs they made. We've got some olive oil heating up, and we're gonna brown those in the olive oil. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna be lightly browning these, not cooking them really all the way through, but it did say medium-high heat for about 8 minutes, so.
Okay, you're working hard.
Oh yeah, just trying to get these browned on all sides without scraping the nonstick pan with a metal spoon.
Oh, I told you about that. These are turning out really nice. It smells so good in here. Okay, we got Talon working on the Parmigiano. We're gonna need 1.5 cups of that. Finely grated.
It's all coming together. Look at those browned meatballs. Those are all done. And the sauce is done cooking. We just need to add a little salt and pepper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we need to fish
And look
out.
how that really thickened up.
We need to fish out those bay leaves.
Looking good. Okay, we got these cheeses. We got some Parmesan and some mozzarella. And then the ricotta cheese as well, and we'll mix that all into this bowl and mix it up. Oh, look at all that cheese. Mixing the cheese. All right, here's a pack of lasagna noodles.
Only the finest barilla.
We don't. We're trash. We didn't freshly make pasta noodles on top of everything else.
Although I had said that I bought the oven ready sheets before, and I really wasn't that impressed with them. So hopefully this is going to work much nicer in terms of texture. Although, how do people put these in a... Okay, we're gonna...
There are our noodles all cooked. Now it's time to put them together.
Yay! So take that and spread that around, like in a...
This, like
yeah.
this.
Yep.
We're doing about
Mine, I can still smell it. It smells so good.
a quarter of the sauce on the bottom. Just as just a little bottom layer.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it all even.
Ooh, that's yummy.
Let's see, do
We
we...
smelled it.
I think that's pretty much perfect. Now the question is, do you overlap? Or do you just leave a little bit of space?
I don't know. What do you do? Leave us a comment. How do you do yours?
Do we do
you
it like
overlap
this
or
and
do
let
you...
it have a little bit more to it? I think that's what I'm going to choose to do.
And then another bit of sauce on top of the nudies.
Yeah, this sauce is so chunky. It's a little bit harder to spread, but oh, it smells so good and I am excited to eat it. I think I need a little bit more. So here I have the cheese, which I'm not really going to be able to spread with my offset spatula much, so I'm just going to try to evenly distribute it.
We're gonna put about a third of the cheese on this layer. All right, now what?
Well, now we're adding our luscious little browned meatballs, which I did get a nibble of, and it was really good.
So all of the meatballs are going on that level.
We'll see how many we can fit. I don't want to double layer them necessarily, but I can nestle in quite a few. Oh, we did it. No meatball left behind. They all fit perfectly on here. And we're gonna go in with the noodles again. One layer of noodles. A little bit overlapped. It's coming together. More sauce. Ooh, who wants to come over for dinner?
Yeah, it looks
This
delicious.
is gonna be epic.
Lasagna, when I was a kid, was my favorite meal, just like Garfield. And more cheese!
Cheese for you, cheese for me.
More noodles, more sauce, more cheese.
Now what I find strange is that there's no leftover shredded cheese to put on top. So that's gonna be an interesting...
Well, it's mixed in.
It's mixed in, but like some of my recipes I've used before, they'll have you reserve like some of the shredded Parmesan and like dust it over the top, but clearly we're not missing out on any cheese.
More noodles.
And you get a noodle.
And finish off the rest of the sauce.
Good thing we didn't have another layer. Our pan wouldn't have been big enough. Okay. We are gonna be ready to put this baby in the oven.
And the last of the cheese.
All right. And the parsley, right? At the very end?
Yeah.
Or is that after we cook it?
It's after it's cooked.
Okay. We can sprinkle
All
a
right.
little bit. Sorry, we can sprinkle a little bit more of that pecorino on top if you want. I'll do it just a little bit.
That's gonna go in the oven for about 50 minutes at 350 degrees.
Is it uncovered the whole time?
Yeah, bake until bubbly and browned on top.
Okay. I'm just gilding the lily a little bit here with some of this pecorino. Nice and salty. All right, I'm ready. Okay, 350 degrees for about an hour. And there she is in all her glory.
All right,
This
that
is
looks
heavy.
good.
This is really a lot.
How's that smell, Miles? Meat and cheese and tomatoes and noodles.
Smells wonderful.
When we're gonna eat?
In about 20 minutes.
What?
We're gonna let it sit so it doesn't burn our mouth.
My mouth is already watering.
Plus, we're waiting for a little guest to come, but look at that. That's
my
beautiful.
mouth is already watering.
Oh, me too. It's gonna be awesome. Yes.
All right, look at that.
It
Beautiful
looked pretty
lasagna.
good.
Yeah.
Got some visitors.
Heyo.
Elizabeth, my sister, and Jonah, nephew, cousin.
I don't know how big people want. I'm just gonna start with a
Yeah.
moderate sized piece. They can always have more.
Elliot's excited.
Looks good.
It does look good.
I think I'll like it. Hopefully.
All right, I'm just really gonna try to get a really good piece to come out so you can see the layers. Ta-da!
That's mine.
Oh, you can see those meatballs.
That's mine.
There's tiny meatballs in there that we made ourselves with pork and beef.
All right, Miles, digging in. Have you ever had lasagna before, Miles?
Yes.
Do you like lasagna? Whoa, maybe a smaller bite.
Is it hot?
Too late for that.
It's kind of, yeah, all over the potato. What do you think? Good?
Let's give this a go.
I'll give people knives. They might want to cut.
That's really good.
It's really good.
I like it.
Ooh,
I
nice.
thought I wouldn't be a fan of it, but yeah, I think it's really good.
Why did you think you wouldn't be a fan?
I don't know, just the look of it.
Have you had lasagna before?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I don't think last time I had it, I did.
Here, why don't you cut
Is it hot?
cut some of it and take like a bite. That's
Good.
a little bit of everything.
I think I have to.
A little hot.
but good. Meatballs are amazing.
What is that?
I never had meatballs in my lasagna. Oh, it's so hot. Let it cool off a little bit.
You gotta do that.
What do you think, Talon?
I think it's great. It's a little messy. I don't see how this really stays together, but I like it.
All right, well, Talon's right. It is messy. We might have served it in like some shallow bowls instead, but this is really delicious. And all the different meats. There's just so many layers of flavor. Literally layers. But one thing that I wanted to say was I love pasta, but I would not be someone that would gravitate to lasagna because I don't like the large layers of ricotta usually. But this just seems to meld together so nicely. I think this is a great recipe, though a bit time consuming.
There's like no cheese on this.
It's melted in to the white
know.
blobs.
This tastes like a camel that I once smelled.
I thought you said camel for a second.
Oh,
I want to say
candle.
something again.
Go for it.
Like I smelled the
Okay,
quinoa.
so I've had several bites, and I can just say for me, this is excellent. I don't know. I am really happy with it. I just think that the seasoning we got right on. It is really meaty, but also I'm really hungry, so cheers.
So I do love lasagna. Personally, I think I would like a little more cheese on here. I think the ratio's off, but yeah, when it comes to one of my favorite Italian dishes, it is lasagna. I just love all the mixture of pasta, meat, and cheese. What do you think, Elizabeth?
I agree. I think it's a little bit too much meat, and I'd like more cheese.
My final thoughts is that the lasagna is really good.
Really good. You ate a lot of it.
I'm full now.
Yep. Final thoughts?
I don't know what Tom was talking about when he said there's too much cheese. But there's like this. I think it's really good.
You ate.
I think
more
the
than I thought you
balance
would
is
eat.
perfect.
Any final
Well, I
thoughts?
just said if I would have ordered this at a restaurant, I would have been really happy with it, and I probably would make it again, maybe for a special occasion, because it did take a lot of dishes and a lot of time.
Any final thoughts?
Go ahead.
I really liked it. Yeah, it was really good. Could use a little bit more cheese. I think maybe we got a little bit of the ratio wrong, like maybe too many noodles or maybe too much meat. But overall, it was pretty good. Like I would definitely order that, or I'd have it any day.
I agree. I think it's all good.
Any final thoughts?
I think it was really good. Too much cheese. This is all the cheese I didn't eat. I don't like the cheese. But overall, I like the meatballs, the seasoning, the sauce, and the tomatoes and the noodles, and yeah, I just like it a lot.
All right, well, that is lasagna. Please like, subscribe, tell us your thoughts on lasagna and the 1,000 Food family.
We did pretty good on that.
Good job cooking, Miles. See you next time. Bye.